crossed 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Colts and the Broncos, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they too come in off the bye, so we should have two teams that are eager to get back at it.
And players are creatures of habit. You can bet they enjoyed the time off, but you know they're also ready to get right back into the swing of things.
And off we go from Denver. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now here are the Broncos to take over on offense, led out by their rookie quarterback, drafted 12th overall, Bo Nix out of Oregon.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And give... yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right. When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. You look at this Colt defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts heading out for the first time behind their 22-year-old quarterback in his 2nd season now in the NFL, Anthony Richardson.
So no advantage in this game for either quarterback in terms of coming off that open week, huh?
Yeah, they both had buys.
Both had them, so you got to figure both of them went back, watched some extra tape, polished up their game, checked out their fundamentals. But they also both had an extra week to prepare for each other's defenses. This could be a whole lot of fun.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Yeah, they'll get about 3 up close to the 35. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Richardson looking to throw. And this complete to Mitchell. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Richardson back to throw it. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Connecting over the middle with Downs. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. When you look at this Bronco defense, they are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Richardson looking to throw this. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. Here's Richardson to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm... Touchdown, Indianapolis! Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And, yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at about the 28. 44-yard punt, return of 9.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Cody Barton there to bring him down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
In motion right is Pittman. Now it's Richardson. Now this taken in by Downs.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Here's a tap forward by Richardson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
The Colts had 10-3 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
That one goes for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, Most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hit.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
His 8th rushing touchdown, his 12th overall. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. With the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Nix to the air. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, the way things have been going in this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play, and they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
To throw is Nix. The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Nix. Short throw caught by Dulcich.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Back to the air with Nix. Short throw caught by Dulcich.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Here's Nix.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Throwing Nix.
And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
The Colts offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some... The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
Fights off the defender.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They run once more with Taylor.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding is...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Denver's offense now set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw, here's Nix. He'll air this one out for Mims.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. Back to throw now on first down.
Got his man, it's Dulcich.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Greg Dulcich.
His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Unable to corral him, he fights through.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Now Richardson. That complete to Downs.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Richardson.
Complete. This is Mitchell. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
In motion goes the tight end.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's a tap forward by Richardson.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Now 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Richardson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A final shot before the half. Richardson
to the right side. It's caught by Mitchell. Touchdown, Colts.
Adonai Mitchell as time expires in the first half. And the Colts will extend their lead on the final play of the half. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They go to the ground again with Taylor.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Rolling to his left. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Richardson looking to throw.
Touchdown!
Adonai Mitchell
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts are able to add on to that lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They begin the drive with Williams. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Back to throw. Nix. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Operating from the gun, Nix.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Nix.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Quickly into the hands of Mims.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively. They're on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Nix from the shotgun.
Being chased out left. Fight. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Bo Nix.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. To the 43, 2nd down.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Again, it's Taylor.
Running right through him. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
136 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
In motion comes the tight end left. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the 35, here's 2nd and a yard.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Tackle there by Nick Cross.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Screen play set up for Williams.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Nix. Finding Williams once more, complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They're going. It's Nix. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. To throw is Nix.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton 42 yards.
And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. A 10-play drive that time.
And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Richardson working from the gun.
It's caught. Mitchell. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He got 29 yards that time.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. That's another one complete to Mitchell.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year.
And the Colts extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Now it's Nix. This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's Nix. Short throw caught by Dulcich.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Throwing Nix.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's Nix once more. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
At the 46-yard line.
Nix to the air.
He completes this to Sutton.
And Sutton will have a Broncos first down as he'll get this down inside the 40. To throw, here's Nix. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Nix to throw again. Same connection. Dulcich once again.
Fighting his way through contact. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And here comes Reynolds as they try the jet sweep.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Nix. Man open left side, it's Williams. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice
touchdown, Broncos.
Greg Dulcich
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told.
And a Greg Dulcich touchdown reception finished that drive off.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
147 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3. Here's a tap forward by Richardson. And that one not fooling anyone. It'll go down as a completed pass, but it will lose a big chunk of yardage. 3rd and 8. Richardson looking to throw this. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Now it's Richardson.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Back to throw now on first down.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Colts first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun.
He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that's caught inside the 35. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
A gain of 55 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Again, it's Richardson.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's Richardson to throw.
He's got it. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome.